This is probably gonna be so simple, it probably makes somebody mad, but somewhere somebody is gonna be thankful for this. What it is, this bracket on a Cherokee 4.0, well 2.5, they've got bearings pushed in here, they go bad, and for the most part, there's no way to change this. Somebody somewhere knows how, and I will at some point, but for right now, I don't know how to change these. I will at some point, give me time. But I'm gonna put up pictures of what this bracket is going in. I'm actually building a motor. I'll probably show you at the end of the video the motor. But I'm gonna put up a few pictures of the Jeep, and you realize that it doesn't need a perfect bracket or hub. But listen to this one. Tell you what, let me lay it in. If you didn't know, bearing's supposed to be smooth. That one's actually got a little catch in it. But anyways, where it is, I do sell these on my website, and I'm gonna run out. Like, I don't even think you can buy them anywhere but me at the moment. Every now and then there's probably a used one on eBay, but I'm 125 on these, and like the 96-01, I'm 135 on there. And I go ahead and tell you, that price is just gonna keep going up because in the past year I've sold a lot. So my theory today is, if you probably can't see down in there, the bearing goes to probably about that ridge right there. And then there's obviously a bearing on the front. Probably just like your normal sealed roller bearing, something like that. So all I care about is it gets by. I mean, this Jeep probably won't technically see, I don't know, 10, 20 hours of runtime in the next 10 years. So if I can just buy me a little more time out of this one, because if you run it like that right there, it's not going to last long. It's probably going to last another, I don't know, a couple hours. That'll quit. So all I'm going to be trying to do is find a center point, and then I've got a grease Alamite, and we'll fill it up with grease and see if we can just attempt to save this one's life. And that's what, I know there's going to be so many mixed comments about this, but if you've seen the Jeep and you've got an off-road toy and you have one similar to this, and you don't want to spend well, by the time you ship, it's going to cost you $150 just for a junky toy that you're going to tough truck or something. So that's where this is. Let's just get straight to it. Alright, I gotta be perfect. I've got a tap, and I've got to think the right drill size. Let's go ahead and take the top off that right there. Tell you what, I'll be back. I was gonna get technical and get some dial calipers out, but I honestly think we can just guesstimate and get pretty daggum close. So that bearing's going to be about, yay wide. And then if that bearing starts right there, and it's going to be about yay wide. So it looks to be just a, I don't know, let's make sure this ain't in the way of anything. Bolt comes through here, so I'd want to be probably right there. So right in between there. It's aluminum, so it should be pretty easy. Alright, let's see. We hit the bearing, we don't care. If y'all can see. I need safety glasses, but it's aluminum. Alright, so what did we hit? I wonder if that's one of these double sealed bearings. I didn't think about that. Okay, since we're learning, what I've done is I've drilled a hole where I thought, and I hit steel. So I wonder if it's like a, I don't know if you've ever seen a four-wheeler that has like a double roller bearing put together. That's what I'm wondering if this is. So for the video's sake, I'm going to put on safety glasses to make somebody happy. And I'm going to scoot over and try a different spot just to see if that's what it is or if we're screwed. Right there. So that's the third hole. Same situation. It's not looking good. Going right in between those other two. Alright, we've got 3 holes. All of them hit steel. So now what? You can't drill into a bearing, it's too hard of material. Does that leave us any options? I wonder how thick it is right there. Anyway, let me do some thinking. Alright, I don't necessarily love this idea, but I tried drilling. Of course, it just squeals, makes a squealing noise. So I'm sitting here studying, and this is the part where if you comment a better idea, thank you. But all I've come up with is I'm going to get a rock, a stone, a grinder wheel, and I'm going to go down till I get through it, and then I might step up to the next size and tap it and then fill it full of JB Weld around it. See if we can form a seal to push grease into the bearing. So let's just see what happens. Like I always say, I feel like that's my purpose, is to do this stuff, make mistakes, and we learn from it. And sorry, this is Harbor Freight. What the world? Alright, Justin bragged on these, but so far I'm not impressed. It's the aluminum ones. Oh, dummy. Ain't nothing wrong with it. It's just the rubber slid up. Okay, they're not that bad. Never mind. Yeah, they are. No, this ain't even screwed in, dummy. I get it figured out. But this is my part to screw up, and y'all learn from me, and then y'all ain't out nothing besides time. I get through the aluminum, you'll start seeing sparks. Almost. What I say. So now it's hard to see. Cutting into steel, I know that. Probably would have helped to take one of these apart and know what you're working with, but didn't do that. Trying to get down there to see how if I could punch a hole through it. If you had a Dremel, it would probably be a better tool, but man. Let's see. Let's change to a step right here. See if I can get my center punch down there and feel how soft it is. It looks like there's a little coloration where it maybe got hot. A little farther. tell that's steel. It's pretty thick. Still don't think I'm there. Man, it's close. You put it in indentation, so it's got to be close to it there. Let me find a sharper pointed one. Well, here's a sharp shooter one. Will not fit. Let me go over there. Alright, I've not found one. Somebody wants to ask me about a Jeep. Hang on. Alright, so I don't remember if I said it or not, but I've ground this one down to more of a point. Just trying to see if I can bust through that steel shell. Hey! Success! So now there is a hole. I don't know if that'll ever show up in camera. Surely y'all can see the little dark spot. So there's a hole. That's what I was going for. Now, we're hack jobs, so we don't care if any more metal gets in there. Got a nice hole. Now I've stepped up to 1/8 pipe thread possibly. And that's what sucks is I need a bottom out pipe thread because all these start at the top. Let's see if I got any other options. Not seeing anything. All these are pipe thread, but if you know what I'm talking about, a pipe thread doesn't just start very small. So let me see if I got a cheap one. Got a quarter. Got another quarter. Got another quarter. Alright, so I got three. This one is made in USA. The one I'm gonna screw with. That one is China. Probably gonna have to sacrifice this one as a bottom mount. Let me get my tools together. Alright, believe I got everything we need. Don't need a stepper bit. Need a whatever. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Took and like I said, made a bottom out tap for pipe thread. You can kind of make out what I'm getting at there. So hopefully when we get started, I had to start the other one. That one looks what? Snap on, and it's broke. Go figure. So go to Made in USA. It's good. I need 11/32. Maybe it'll fit my drill. Start using this 12-volt stuff. It's not the greatest, but it's not that bad. So this is going to be hard because I got a notch in it now. If I'd have known this would work, I would have went ahead and drilled and then cut with the grinder. Gotta keep up momentum. So I believe we hit bottom there. No, we didn't hit the bottom yet. Probably need it to be in a vise, to be honest. Alright. Clean our hole back out. Sure, it's got a piece of aluminum in there, which is okay. I'm not stressing it. Now let's see if we can get any kind of thread with this thing. I love these things. They're like, what brand are they? USA, but they got an O-ring and a square, and they ain't perfect, but they hold you tight. So let's see. Let me get. Let's do it with a drill. Be a little more smoother with a drill. Let's get a little bit of PB. we can just get some threads. Low range. Yeah. That kind of worked. Let's see if we can get on this one at all. You know, seem to have hit the bottom really fast. It does thread. Let's try one more time with that one. I really don't want to mess up my only good taps for this project anyway. Just think we're at the bottom right there. Don't think this one's gonna start. Let's go for it, see what happens. Not bad. Okay. See if we can possibly, I'm gonna get a new one. That one looks to have better taper on the threads. Ah, we got this. We got this. Cool. Let me put all my tap stuff up and we'll go from there. Alright, so I think I'm ready. And if y'all could just want to see what we're working with right there. Got a hole. Now, the kicker is we don't want JB Weld down in there. So when we go to trigger it, we want grease. So what I'm going to do is take, as careful as I can do this, you don't often hear me say something like that. I want to force it down in that hole. Oh yeah. And then when it screws in, it may actually push it on in there itself with the grease element. Perfect. So we got that. Let's clean that up. Now, this little dooflachi grease element can't hurt. We'll put some thread lock on it. As long as this works. This may be outdated. Looks pretty old, don't it? We'll save it anyway. So let's put some blue around there. I don't know why I'm not using red at this point, but so we'll see if we can get it threaded. You can see I ground around there. I'm kind of worried I may have knocked the threads down, maybe. Yeah, there we go. Sweet. So let's see. What size is that? 7/16. Half? Nope, 7/16. So that threaded in nicely. Wish the grease would have. It didn't touch the grease. Let's put some more grease on it. If the JB Weld falls down in there and stops it up, kind of canceled out the whole plan. That's really close. Just a little bit more. Make sure. Try to leave it right in the dead center where it'll push it where it needs to be. Oh yeah, much better. And of course we're going to do a fantastic job of JB Weld. I mean, technically, it'll have pressure, but I don't think it'll have that much pressure. See if I can dig just a little bit out of there. What it doesn't need. Okay. Now let's get some JB Weld. As long as it falls down in the hole, that's what, even if it leaks and only 20% of what we're squeezing goes in there, technically that's fine because it's getting grease that it didn't have. Making sure to get them equal. Yeah, looks great. I didn't realize how expensive this stuff had gotten. It's good. It's expensive. Alright, that's the grease in. I want to mix them up. Alright, if the camera dies, I'm going to go ahead and finish this up and we'll go from there. Try to get it to go down in that hole. Maybe easier said than done. Get it off the grease out of mine. Yeah, I'd say let's go ahead and mix up just a pinch more. I'm gonna put this on the charger. Y'all understand what's going on. Alright, y'all kind of understood the concept there, but let's see if we can get the thing quieted down in the morning. Alright, 24 hours later. Couldn't have got more lucky. I was just wandering around the junkyard today. If you don't know, I got a website selling parts. I think I've already said it in the video, but I'm trying so hard to go down through there and find them and find what you need and get it listed, but keep in mind, I'm one person doing all this. My wife does help me, so let's do that. But where was I going with this story? Is I found a wreck, if you can tell that it's wrecked. But that is the hub. So that there is the bearing we are working with. So now you can see I've drilled a hole about right there, give or take. So I'm thinking there's a roller there and there's a roller there. So this will be a different video, but I'm going to study. That way when I come back with some information, I can actually elaborate on what we're doing exactly. Okay, just to refresh your brain, that's just, I mean, we've all mud rode. I would assume we've all mud rode, and you get bearings that make that noise. That will last. It's just not good. Let's see what some grease will do. Alright, moment of truth. I don't know exactly which grease this is, but I think Rule King is what it is. Extra tacky or something. It is some really impressive grease. Please go in there, please. Okay. Now this part should take a minute, so I don't know if I'll speed it up or let y'all just sit there and if I had something else to talk about. Oh, I hear air coming out of the back. Yeah, we're getting somewhere. If y'all ever, dry as a bone, have ideas for me to do stuff like this, if you comment it, I do see it and I screenshot it. It just takes me months, if not a year, to come across the idea to do it. So we push grease out. Yeah, this is the good stuff here. It is so stretchy. Oh. Ah. It's like a joke. Okay. It should work. Okay, so it don't sound great at first, but it's got resistance, so that means it's got to work in. So what should we do now? I don't want to leave y'all hanging. I want y'all to at least hear it before we leave. So, let's put this back on. We're going to pump it in there till it quits making a noise. I need to... This has to work. It has to work. You can tell it's trying to get in there. Let's try this idea. That's helping. I know it's working. Wire brush. Well, actually, this is a plastic brush. Didn't really like them, but you can make this work. I want it to be like perfect before y'all leave. I know it's gonna help and work, but I just want perfection before we leave. So somebody doesn't comment, what a waste of time and all that. Well, I know y'all can't see, but down in the hole is like brown. Well, let me dig it out. Where's it at? There's red grease going in, and there's nasty brown grease coming out. So let me keep just pumping this thing full. Get this thing figured out. I can only assume the grease that's in the bearing is mud infused. Alright, so I'm probably going to lose somebody's attention by now, but you can still hear just a little bit. But once this thing probably sees a little bit of heat, it's going to work in there. I feel like we all should know that. But the moral of the story, this was garbage. This was going to go out in no time. Now with that grease alamite, who knows? So, like I said, this is going in a beater. I'm just trying to make these videos to help people out, because if this was your only bracket and you was scared to death, you wouldn't have done this. But now, I've showed you how to do it. And if you got any ideas how to make it better, yes. And then, like I said, I'm going to figure out how to replace them. There's no reason for me to. I have 900 Jeeps in my backyard. So if I need this, I just go grab another. But now I've got y'all, and if it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't do these videos. So that's why I always say, if you got an idea, one that I may not think of, because like I just said, if I need that, I go grab it. I wouldn't have wasted my time. But if you're at home, don't want to fork out the money for a junky Jeep like that, there you go. So appreciate it if you made it this far. Hopefully this ain't too long a video. Till next time, have a good day. And you're welcome. And thank you.